everyone, welcome back to Frenchie's Bakery. Today we are going to be making cannoli cupcakes. These are so good. I haven't had them in a really long time and I had a few extra cupcakes laying around and I was like, I have to make some of these. So of course my cupcakes are already baked, but luckily I have a tutorial up showing you guys how I make my vanilla cake. So every time like I forget to do something where I already have cake on hand, then I can just link that video for you guys. So if you guys need a really good vanilla cupcake recipe, I will link it above and you guys can go ahead and check it out. It's super easy and super good and so buttery and amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat these. So I did these cupcakes probably 4 years ago, like right when I was starting Frenchie's Bakery, and they were just so good, and I wasn't amazing at like piping on stuff and everything like that, and I did a really good job with them. So they are a very easy cupcake to make and they taste incredible. I actually have like a little video on Instagram. It's like one of my first posts of me making them and it's so cute and fun to go back and look at that. It's just hilarious. So if you guys have the time of day to just scroll all the way down, you can go ahead and watch it. It's hilarious. And I love being able to have that. Thank goodness I didn't delete any of my old stuff. It's really fun to be able to go back and look at it. So we are gonna hop right into this video because I cannot wait to eat these bad boys. They are going to be so scrumdiddlyumptious. So we're gonna head back to the KitchenAid mixer and we are going to start off with our little icing frosting thing that's gonna be going on top of these cupcakes. All right, so we are going to start on our icing here. So I have 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, and then I also have 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then about 2 tablespoons of sour cream just to make this yummy creamy mixture. We're gonna add this into the mixer and mix it up for about like 10 seconds just to get it incorporated, and then we'll add in the rest of our stuff. All right, now we're going to add in a cup of powdered sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then we are going to whip this up for about 15 seconds, and then we will add in the chocolate chips. Now we're gonna add in a cup of chocolate chips, and you want them to be mini chocolate chips, and we'll mix this up until it's just incorporated. I really quickly wanted to mention I have green fingers and my hands look like super dirty, but I promise you guys they are not dirty. I promise. Last night I had a huge bottle of food coloring explode. It got all over my floors, my cabinets, my drawers and everything for all of my baking stuff, and it was a disaster. Luckily I could get it off everywhere but my skin. Normally I can just like wash with soap and warm water. I can wash it right off, but this is like here to stay for a little while, so I promise you guys I'm not like sick, I'm not turning green or anything like that. I just have green food coloring on me and I cannot get it off. So it's probably gonna be like really weird to see up close whenever I'm piping stuff on, but I promise you guys, it's just food coloring. Now we're going to add in this yummy frosting icing mixture, whatever this really technically is. We're gonna add it into a massive piping bag, and I have mine in a cup, so it's easy to fill up the bag. And then I'm going to take the back of a mini whisk here and I'm going to punch in the centers of my cupcake so we can put some cannoli filling in the middle. I used to use a cupcake puncher, but that takes out the cupcake and then you're throwing away like half of your cupcake. So this just basically moves the cupcake out of the way and you're keeping all of that good stuff in there. So I'm gonna punch all of these cupcakes. Now we're gonna take our piping bag, we're gonna do a little burst of pressure in the hole that we made, and then swirl the frosting around. And we're gonna do that to all of them. and the icing might seem a little runny, which it is kind of from the cream cheese and everything, but it is going to stay. It looks like it's not going to. It looks like it's just gonna fall everywhere, but it's going to stay, as you can see. So don't let that freak you out. Don't add more powdered sugar or anything like that. This is the perfect, you know, consistency that you want. Now we're going to pop these in the freezer for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to do the chocolate drip on top. Okay, so now we're going to work on the chocolate topping. I'm gonna leave my cupcakes in the freezer for about 5 more minutes, and I figured I should explain this to you guys because it's pretty dang important. I remember when I made these 4 years ago, there was one thing that was a little bit annoying about them, and that was that it was just chocolate on top. So it got hard, and whenever you bit into the cupcake, the icing like spewed everywhere, and it was so messy, and that sucked like a lot, especially because I took them to work at the time and everyone was like getting messy, and it sucked. So I thought I will make some ganache, which I already had some in the fridge, of course, I always do, but luckily I also filmed a video of that, so I can link that above from now on, because I always have ganache on hand. I'm always using it. And when we put these cupcakes in the fridge, the chocolate isn't going to get hard. It's going to get a nice, like, you know, ganache texture. It's gonna be nice and kind of soft. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's not gonna be hard, and it's not gonna be runny or anything. It's gonna be a nice ganache topping. I don't even know what to compare it to, but it's going to be nice compared to regular melted chocolate. But if you guys do not want to make ganache, all you have to do is just melt about a cup of chocolate. You can add in some baking spray so it doesn't burn or anything like that. Keep mixing it up until it becomes totally melted, and then we're going to dip our cupcakes in there. So I'm gonna let them freeze a little bit longer, and then we're going to put our chocolate topping on top. All right, so I had my cupcakes actually in the freezer for about 40 minutes. The icing just really wasn't stiffening up today, so they were in there for a bit longer than expected. I have my ganache here all melted, and now we are just going to dip our cupcakes into our melted chocolate. Just like that, our cannoli cupcakes are finished. Are these not the most simple thing in the whole entire world? Are you kidding me? You can use box mix for your cupcakes, so it's even more simple. This is just like the most simple thing in the whole entire world, and they're so good. So I don't know why I don't make them more. I feel like I'm constantly doing other desserts, so I just don't really think to do it. But I just thought of these the other week, and I was like, I have to make these and film them for you guys because they are so tasty and so easy, and I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm obsessed. They're the best. I cannot wait to eat these. I'm gonna take a few over to my dad and grandmother because I want them to be able to try these, and I think it's gonna be their first time having cannoli cupcakes. So I'm excited to take a little treat over for them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.